I'm dying. It's a fact. There's no need for a doctor to tell me. That farewell performance was something I insisted on doing. I don't want to disappear silently. I have to say goodbye in person.
Happy birthday, dear Minnie. Happy birthday to you.
Losing a legend is one thing. Losing your father is another.
I'm a daddy's girl. I love my dad.
For Kelly Osbourne, it was both. 3 days after Ozzy's death, she finally shared her pain, and what she revealed struck fans harder than any of his lyrics ever could. Kelly and Ozzy weren't just father and daughter. They were soulmates in their own chaotic way. When she posted that lyric from Changes, fans knew exactly what she meant. I lost the best friend I ever had. That wasn't just grief. That was a daughter mourning the only person who ever truly understood her.
I will say every single day he does this little song and this little dance about how excited he is, and he is so excited that it's a...
Through addiction, fame, and fallout, they never let go of each other. That duet they shared years ago, it's now one of the most emotional moments in rock history.
Good morning.
Is that me?
Dada. Say good morning.
Good morning.
At first, it was just another morning. Kelly recorded a soft, sweet moment between her father and her baby boy. Ozzy smiled. Her son giggled. But now, everything about that video hits differently. The way Ozzy looked at his grandson. The quiet tone in his voice. It wasn't just a tender family clip. It was the last one. And for Kelly, that changes everything. Ozzy didn't disappear all at once. It was slow. First, he stopped performing. Then came the wheelchair, the surgeries, the tremors. Each step was a little quieter, a little further from the spotlight. And while headlines came and went, Kelly was right there every step of the way. She didn't just see the decline, she lived it. She watched the man who once carried her on his shoulders, now needing help just to stand. When others stepped back, Kelly stepped closer. She wasn't just a daughter, she was his protector, the one who translated doctor speak into real talk, the one who stayed late at the hospital. Even when Ozzy couldn't walk or speak like he used to, Kelly was there. She didn't flinch. She didn't distance herself. She stayed in the room, even when it hurt. They didn't call it a farewell concert for nothing.
Kelly, you know I love you more than anything in the world.
Fuck up, you're not married my daughter.
Ozzy knew he wouldn't be back on stage again, but what he didn't know was that his daughter's engagement would become the memory he carried with him into his final days. Kelly said yes, right there, surrounded by fans, family, and a father who had given her everything. It was a moment of life in the middle of loss, and it left him smiling just before the end. Ozzy Osbourne used to admit it openly. He wasn't always a great father. Addiction stole years from his family. Missed birthdays, broken promises, long stretches on the road where he barely remembered who he was. But when he got clean, something shifted. He didn't just want to be better, he was better. He became the kind of grandfather who showed up, who smiled through pain just to hear his grandson laugh, and who, in the end, made peace with the damage he'd once caused. Now Kelly is left with the impossible task, explaining to her young son that his best friend is gone. She's not just mourning a father, she's mourning the man who held her together during the hardest parts of her life, the man who never judged her, never gave up on her, and always called her his baby girl. Her grief is layered. It's not loud or public. It's the quiet kind that crashes down in waves, the kind that hits hardest when the world moves on. But you can't. And while the world mourns a rock icon, Kelly mourns something deeper, the one person who made her feel safe in a world that never was. Ozzy Osbourne lived a life louder than most people's imaginations. He broke rules, records, and sometimes himself. But in the end, it wasn't the chaos that defined him. It was the redemption. He became more than a legend. He became a father who tried, a grandfather who succeeded, and a man whose love, despite his flaws, never stopped showing up. Kelly's tribute wasn't for the cameras. It was for the person she lost and the silence he left behind. Because behind every legend is a story most people never hear. And now it's finally been told.